Okay, I'm really fucking pissed off. I'm filming this video on my phone, obviously, and someone fucking called me a stupid ass spam risk bullshit, so it cut my video off. So let me continue. I'll have to upload this separately because I don't have editing software yet. But anyways, so mole. I was talking about mole. It's this Mexican dish. It's super rich, super high calorie, super delicious. It's like a savory chocolate based like sauce, and you usually eat it with like chicken and like tortillas and cheese and whatever the fuck. And it's just so good. But like I said, I brought my little healthy bariatric shit to her house, and I was eating the mole, like I was smushing it up to be like and this was like a couple weeks, no, it was like a month after I had surgery. I was on soft foods, so I was smushing it so I could eat it, and she was like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, you shouldn't be eating that, you know, high calorie mole is. And I was like, oh, it's fine, it's just chicken and blah blah. But that's what I'm talking about, stuff like that. Those decisions add up and up and up, and if you're really social and if you eat out all the time, you end up in the position like me where it's like I'm still losing weight, but I did not lose 140, 150 pounds. I lost 70 pounds, 80 pounds. So those are all my reasons. And then fast forward to now with quarantine, it's not helping anything. And it's just like, I've been very transparent with all my therapists, and like I said, so when I'm just living in regret every day. And also it's very counterproductive that I'm so upset about my failures that I want to eat and drink to like make me feel better. But it's like, girl, like, doing that is counterproductive. But when you have binge eating disorder, when you eat for trauma, when you eat for emotional comfort, it's like a monster takes over, and it's so hard to control, even with therapy, even with people helping. And that's also a burden on them. Like, I can't expect my boyfriend to like bitch me out every time I eat bad. And it's like, and I would ask him to do that, and it's not fair to him, you know. It's like there has to be some accountability for myself. But so when I found out about the VSG to MGB, not a re-sleeve, I did a lot of research on it, and then finally I ended up reaching out to my original surgeon, Dr. Selim Ilan Fraijo, who I had my original surgery with. And I actually reached out to Bill Yanez, who's like the patient coordinator, who's kind of like the spokesperson for the hospital. And I asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, it's absolutely a possibility. We don't do re-sleeves. And he explained why. He said that the majority of the people who do re-sleeves have the same issues I have, but also why would we re-sleeve you if like you didn't have success the first time? So he was explaining that the MGB, mini gastric bypass, technically speaking, is more effective because of the two measures similar to regular gastric bypass. And I don't want to mess up the science behind it, so I'm going to read from the internet exactly what a mini gastric bypass is versus a gastric bypass for anyone who just wants the quick tea on it. So an MGB functions just like a traditional gastric bypass. This allows for both restrictive and malabsorption weight loss. The primary difference between mini gastric bypass and regular gastric bypass is the mini version is performed in a modified manner that involves less intestinal rerouting and is a shorter overall recovery time and surgery time. So they're basically the same thing, only fewer intestines are rerouted, so it's a less risky and a shorter procedure, but you're basically getting the same results overall. Also, a big thing for me is I'm under the impression / was told, what my understanding is, whatever, is that having the MGB is not as like with the meds I take, it won't affect the absorption as badly, but also the meds I take were cleared by the surgeon in the sense that like I'll be fine, like I in the future the meds I take might be different, and like so that might be a thing I have to deal with when I deal with it. But pretty much like, you know, it's fine. I submitted my whole medical history. I had to go through the reapproval process with the hospital, keeping in mind because it's surgery through a Mexican hospital, it's not as like you know, there's not all these crazy restrictions and like hoops to jump through like you would in America because of like the insurance bullshit and whatever. So like pretty much I submitted the questionnaire, I submitted all my health information, and I was approved for it, and I was shook to death because I really fucking wanted the gastric bypass the first time, but like I mentioned before, like it didn't work out, and like there's reasons why I wasn't selected for that. And Mr. Yanez told me that my BMI is also so much lower now that doing a gastric bypass or the mini gastric bypass is considered much lower risk. So that's the reason why I was able to do that this time around. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I will on July 28th, 2020 at the same hospital like I mentioned. So I paid my deposit and I set up my payment with them. You do have to pay in full before the surgery. And also, you know, in the case of my hospital, you get to bring a companion with, so my boyfriend's going to come with. So, you know, I just feel like it's going to be a really great experience. I'm not going to have the same anxiety and issues I did last time. If you watch my original vlog about my Mexico surgery, like, I was personally dealing with a lot of issues and demons with my, like, ex-friend who I went with. But so, yeah, I mean, those are all my reasons for the surgery. I'm just, like, completely on a new path with it. I know I'm not gonna fuck up. Like, and maximum, I have like 70 pounds to lose. I weigh 225 right now, and if I lost 70 pounds, I'd be like in the 130s or something, and I'm 5'9"-ish, so like, if I weighed 130, I'd look like a bag of bones. Like, I wouldn't mind, honestly. My boyfriend prefers a chick with meat on her bones, so every time I make jokes like that, he's like, but, I mean, but my point is, 70 pounds I lost last time. The MGB is supposed to have much more progressive or more intense, aggressive weight loss. So, like, let's say I do lose 70 pounds. Like, that's all I have to lose at this point. I don't need to lose 100, 150 pounds. If I did, I would die or whatever. I'd be like 60 pounds or something. But my point is, 50 to 70 pounds, I'll be where I need to be. And I also want long-term, lifelong restriction. And even if my stomach does grow out a little bit, which is normal and natural, whether I'm good or bad, which I won't be, but I'm saying hypothetically, there's still always going to be that malabsorption aspect. And I just feel like with the lifelong, you know, help of a therapist, ongoing therapy to treat my emotional trauma, to treat my binge eating disorder, with this improved tool of MGB, I know I'm going to have success. And, you know, once I'm recovered, I'm going to go back to working out, and I hope to dang God that the gyms are open, my personal trainer will be open, and everything will just be dandy, I think. And I feel like I have everything in my life that I've ever wanted. I have the most amazing, loving, supportive boyfriend. I have a better relationship with my family than I ever have. I have a beautiful home, a wonderful dog, good friends. All I want is, for health and vanity reasons, I want to be at my goal weight. And I know that this is going to get me there, and I know this is what's going to make me happy. And I don't want to hear it from anyone saying, oh, skinniness doesn't mean happiness. There's so much more to it than that, and don't even try to come for me. There's the haters out there that are going to say the dumb shit they want to say. I just know this is right for me, and I've thought about it long and hard for a very long time, and it's happening. So like I said, on July 28th, 2020, I'm having the MGB revision surgery with Dr. Fraijo in Tijuana, Mexico. You bet your ass I'm going to vlog it and blog it and post about it and all that, and I hope you'll come along with me for the ride. And any questions, leave it down below. Hit me up on my Instagram, and we'll chat about it. Thanks for watching.